Right now, someone is influencing your decisions. What you buy, who you trust, what you believe is true. And here's the disturbing part. They don't need to lie to you. They don't need to threaten you. They just need to understand how your brain works better than you do. Today, we're going inside the psychology of influence. The real techniques used by corporations, governments, cult leaders, and the people closest to you. By the end of this video, you'll never look at a conversation the same way again. Stay with me, because technique number 4 is the one most people refuse to believe is real. Let's start with the most powerful force in human behavior: social proof. Your brain is wired, literally wired, to look at other people and copy what they do. It's a survival mechanism. For thousands of years, if everyone around you was running, you ran too. No questions asked. But today, that same instinct is being used against you. When you see a product with 10,000 reviews, you trust it. When you see a long line outside a restaurant, you assume the food is good. When everyone around you has a certain opinion, you start to question your own. This is called social proof. And the people who understand it can make you believe almost anything, simply by making it look popular. Here's a real experiment. In 1969, psychologist Stanley Milgram had people stop on a busy New York sidewalk and stare up at an empty building. When just one person looked up, 4% of passers-by stopped. When 15 people looked up, that number jumped to 40%. Nobody was directing them. Nobody said a word. The crowd itself was the message. But here's where it gets darker. In the 1980s, a music producer named Dick Asher noticed something strange. Radio stations were playing the same songs over and over again, not because listeners loved them, but because other radio stations were playing them. Each station assumed the other station knew something they didn't. So they copied. And listeners, hearing the same song everywhere, assumed it must be good. So they requested it more, which made stations play it more. A loop, built entirely on the illusion of popularity. Some of the biggest hit songs in history were not chosen by the public. They were chosen for the public, by a system designed to make you think everyone else already loved them. Think about that the next time you stream a trending song. This second technique is called reciprocity. And once you see it, you'll notice it everywhere. Here's how it works. When someone does something for you, even something small, something you didn't ask for, your brain immediately feels obligated to return the favor. It's one of the deepest social rules in human psychology. We are wired to not want to owe people. Marketers figured this out decades ago. That's why companies send you free samples, why charities include a small gift in their donation letters, why your real estate agent brings you coffee before showing you a house worth $500,000. A 15-cent mint, a free pen, a small favor. And suddenly, you feel like you owe them something. But let me tell you a story that shows just how far this goes. In the 1970s, a religious group called the Hare Krishnas was struggling to raise money. They tried asking for donations. People ignored them. Then someone had an idea. Instead of asking first, they started giving first. They would walk up to strangers in airports and hand them a flower. Just a flower. For free. No strings attached. And when the stranger tried to give it back, no, it's a gift. For you. Then, and only then, they asked for a donation. Their fundraising exploded. Airports eventually had to ban them because so many travelers felt obligated to donate after receiving an unwanted flower. They didn't want the flower. They didn't ask for the flower. But the moment it was placed in their hands, the psychological debt was created. Robert Cialdini, one of the world's leading psychologists on influence, documented this extensively. In one study, a waiter who left a single mint with the check increased his tips by 3%. 2 mints, 14%. But when the waiter left 1 mint, then paused, turned back, and said, "For you, special people, here's an extra mint," tips jumped by 23%. It wasn't the mint. It was the feeling of being personally chosen. Technique number 3, scarcity. The fear of missing out and how it shuts down your rational thinking. Your brain doesn't just want things. It wants things more when it thinks they're about to disappear. Only 3 left in stock. Offer ends in 24 hours. Limited spots available. Sound familiar? These phrases aren't just marketing copy. They're psychological triggers designed to activate a very specific part of your brain, the amygdala, the part responsible for fear responses. When scarcity is introduced, your prefrontal cortex, the rational decision-making part, starts to lose control. You stop asking, "Do I need this?" and start asking, "What if I lose this?" Now let me tell you about something that happened in 1983. The Cabbage Patch Kids doll. A simple stuffed toy. Nothing special. But the manufacturer, Coleco, deliberately produced fewer dolls than the demand. Stores ran out within hours. And what happened next shocked the entire country. Parents, grown adults, were fighting each other in toy store aisles. Fistfights, injuries, police called. One father drove 6 hours through a snowstorm, paid 3 times the retail price from a stranger, just to get his daughter a doll for Christmas. Was the doll worth it? No. But in his mind, in that moment, the fear of his daughter waking up on Christmas morning without it was unbearable. Scarcity didn't just make the doll more valuable. It made rational thinking impossible. The same mechanism drives Black Friday stampedes. The same mechanism makes you click "Buy now" at 2 a.m. for something you'll return by Tuesday. The scarcity wasn't always real, but the fear, that was completely real. And now, technique number 4, the one I promised you earlier. And I want you to pay close attention because this one operates entirely below your conscious awareness. It's called mirroring. Used by FBI negotiators, elite salespeople, therapists, and some of the most dangerous manipulators on the planet. Here's the principle. When someone subtly copies your body language, your speech patterns, your tone, your pace of speaking, your brain interprets them as familiar, as similar to you. And we are deeply, biologically, programmed to trust people who seem like us. It happens in milliseconds. You don't notice it, but your nervous system does. Let me tell you about Chris Voss, former FBI hostage negotiator, lead negotiator for some of the most dangerous kidnapping cases in American history. And his most powerful tool was not a weapon. It was a word, or more precisely, the last 3 words the other person said. When a kidnapper said, "We want $5 million," Voss would simply repeat, $5 million. That's it. No argument, no counteroffer, just mirroring. And something remarkable happened. The kidnapper kept talking, explained their reasoning, revealed information they never intended to share, because the mirror made them feel understood, safe, like Voss was on their side. In a study published in the journal Psychological Science, participants were significantly more likely to comply with the request from a complete stranger when that stranger had subtly mirrored their posture and gestures in the minutes before asking. They didn't know why they said yes. They just felt comfortable. They felt like this person understood them. The next time someone makes you feel instantly comfortable, ask yourself, are they actually trustworthy? Or are they just very good, Maui, at looking like you? 4 techniques: social proof, reciprocity, scarcity, and mirroring, used every single day. In advertising, in politics, in relationships, in conversations you think are completely normal. The music playing on the radio, the flower pressed into your hand by a stranger, the countdown timer ticking on your screen, the person across the table slowly becoming your reflection. None of it is accidental. All of it is calculated. Knowing these doesn't make you paranoid. It makes you aware. And awareness is the only real defense. If this video changed how you see the world, hit the like button. It helps more people find this content. And subscribe, because next week we're going deeper. We're covering the people who use all of these techniques, naturally, instinctively, without even thinking. The dark triad personality types, and how to identify them before they identify you. I'll see you there.